good morning. It's Donald, Mary, and the Tronathan. And so this morning we have weather, water, and trail chatter. And so Biscuit wants to get in, so I'm gonna let him down. But we have weather, water, and trail chatter, and Mary's gonna take it away and tell us what's going on for weather and water. And then maybe a little bit of trail chatter. I don't know what we have going on. So.
Yes, sir.
Take it away.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Right now in Blairsville, it is 32 degrees and feels like 28. We're going to have a high today of 58 degrees with lots of sunshine. And then tonight, a few passing clouds, 32 degrees. Our winds will be between 6 to 15 miles per hour. Up on Blood Mountain today, highest mountain on the Appalachian Trail here in Georgia, 50 degrees and sunny. And then tonight, 37, partly cloudy. Winds are between 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts between 25 and 35 miles per hour. Water's good on the trail. You make sure to top off at Hawk Mountain Shelter and keep some of those filters warm. When the temperatures drop again, they will freeze if you have specific ones. When you're out there hiking right now, be careful. Parts of the trail are still icy, even though the temperatures are higher. When we drop down overnight, even if it's melted, it can refreeze. So just take a little extra time. We don't want anybody to ever get hurt. Up in North Carolina, the USFS roads 71 to Deep, 67, 83 to Betty Creek, Mooney Gap, Albert Mountain, and areas up in there, and 69 up to Wyabald are closed for the winter, reopening on April 1st. I was looking at the hiker registration today for the thru hike registration for this year, and right now there are 1,276 hikers registered to go northbound. There's no one listed as starting today yet, and then 4 for southbound so far. And then as far as the flip-floppers or the alternative methods of hiking, we're looking at 65. So that's what's going on right now for registrations. Is there anything else we want to talk about today, Donald?
One of those flip-floppers just commented on YouTube.
Awesome.
I don't know who they are, but I guess they tried to know about, and a couple years back, I don't remember what year it was. Yesterday we did some we gave some information from Jim Gregory from Boots on Hostel. I'm gonna try and get some numbers of shuttle drivers and hostels in that area that are solid drivers and hostels that can answer questions for anyone that may have questions about what's going on between Hot Springs and Damascus. Steve, Unicoi Steve, up there in Irwin, man, he's going to be sending us a video of what is happening up there. He said he's going to get it to us by the end of the week. I don't know if that's Friday or Sunday, or if he's going to be able to get it right off. He's actually up there doing a bunch of work on trails. So, but he's going to send us videos and some information, so we have a solid source that we are relaying information from. What I wanted to do, what I was saying was, I want to contact them and get some numbers from them of the hostels and shuttle drivers that can inform anyone that has questions. For down here, man, I believe most of the hostels are opening in like 2 days, so everything will be open down here. There's not a lot of action going on.
And we also want to check, I know you and I have been discussing this earlier, we also want to check about people that are questioning about when they're handing out the hang tags for the thru hike season.
Yeah, that's a good call. And so I think it was Brett, when he was down at the shop and we did those videos. But also, I believe he told us that February, like 12th or something, or mid-February is when they are going to start handing out the tags at the Amicalola base camp.
That's right.
So I think that on the first, man, there was like 15 people that were registered to jet out from Springer. A lot of them, man, who we discovered, I don't look this stuff up, man. I don't think it says names, does it?
No, it doesn't say names.
So I didn't look stuff up, man, but most of them were friends of ours, man, like probably 6 or 7 of them. at least 6 of them, man, we knew, and I didn't realize this, but a lot of them were signed up to start off, but a lot of them were going back to their houses and stuff, and then coming back out a week later. So I don't call them, they're not from like far away, or maybe they were, but they were only hiking so far, and then they were going to go home and then come back in March and start.
That's right, they were.
We had a guy that actually was hiking to Fontana Dam, and then he was going to stop there and go home and then come back and start at Fontana. And then we had another guy that parked his truck out here that actually, it was Jedi Night, or Jedi,
That's
and
right.
he came out and he actually got off trail at Forest Gap or Cooper
That's right.
and went home. I don't remember what the issue was. Something about, was it gear issues?
I
Or
think there was
he hurt
an
himself?
injury, an old injury, kind of kicking
Yeah.
back up, and just wants to make sure it's all good
Yeah.
before getting out into the long run. Doesn't want to hurt it anymore at the moment. You know, with it being a little bit slick out there, you know, you can
Sure,
slide and
sure.
catch things. Even
Extend.
exactly. So
extend
just a little
tendons and
caution
stuff.
there to just get things
Leave
back
it.
in order and not destroy their hike.
Yeah, no, yeah. And then we had, I met Larry Hudson up in a hostel there. He was out here, and he was one of them, I believe, that then signed in. And so he was heading north. But he has his vehicle out here, and he's hiking back to his vehicle. And so there's a few of them out here doing that.
That's
and then going home. We had another guy that was from Tennessee, actually, and so he went home too.
Yep.
So a lot of people that had signed in on the first are not out here anymore, or half of them aren't. And so that's just a heads up, man. Like when you read that online, man,
Right.
it sounds like the trail is full of people, but you know, you talk to like Mountain Crossings, like, hey man, anyone come through? No, we haven't seen anyone, it's a ghost town. And then, you know, you look at like the registration, and it's like, well, it says someone's walking
Right.
through, man, you know what I mean? But there's
Yes.
no one. So it's just, you know, it's really quiet out here right
It
now.
is.
That's what we're trying to get to. Super quiet. It's nice. We've had some information that the trail's muddy, and when it warms up, and then when it gets cold again, it ices over.
Exactly.
So crazy, crazy weather, man. So do not send your ice bikes or your cold weather gear home if we have a few days of good weather,
Right,
because
exactly.
after those few days, man, we're dropping back down into the lower temps.
Mm-hmm.
What I do, man, when I look at weather, a lot of my friends post stuff, so I kind of just watch, and they send me like, you know, it's snowing here, whatever, but I kind of just watch around us and see what's going on, and then I kind of like, I'm like, 2 days we'll probably see that depending on which way it's blowing, and that's how I kind of gauge the severity of the weather, or you know, I look at what's going on here outside, and then with the weather forecast, and then I look at, you know, mountain weather forecast, and then I look at what have we been seeing, and then I kind of just say, oh, well, we're probably going to see that in 2 days, man. So if it's warm here one day and we got some tropical winds blowing up from the south coming north, and then we got cold weather shooting down, man, we're probably in for some crazy weather, because it'll be like 20 degrees down here, and maybe we'll go up to Hogpen
Yep.
or Unicorn, it'll be like 35.
That's right.
Because the edge of the mountain range right here, Appalachia, it's all flat, and you guys will see that if you haven't been here yet to see it, you'll see it. Like that's the end of it. So all that weather coming up from the south, from the tropics, Florida and stuff, and Louisiana, Mississippi, the Gulf, the Caribbean and stuff, man, that's all blowing right up to us, man, and hitting us right there at those mountains, man, where Blood, Woody Gap, Preacher Rock, and Ram Rock and stuff, man, all that sassafras, man. That's why it's kind of warm, and we get these crazy winds down there and tornadoes, man. Like you've seen in our videos, if you've watched them in the past, you'll see the tornado where tornadoes have touched down and crazy weather. That's why right there, man, because the tropical weather and that cold weather hits, man, collides, dude, and it gets crazy. So, anyways, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, sweet, man. I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting Mary and I along our journey of helping others on their journey. One love. Peace.